Hello, hello, expats and travelers alike. It's Josh with Expats Everywhere.
And I'm Kalie.
A first person in the room, Rebecca. Rebecca's actually been writing quite a bit on different videos, asking questions. So Rebecca, we'll let you definitely go first with this question. So you said, congrats. What paperwork did they look at? And do children need Nifs? Kalie, take it away.
Okay, so I actually specifically asked about the Nifs for children today. At first, I don't think she fully understood my question, but after going through, like watching her do the paperwork, she definitely scanned the NIF. And she did say that children do need Nifs. So it seems like the safe bet is that they will need to get it. Mm-hmm. It seems like also too, you'll need it anyway for the visa process now. And then, yeah, she definitely scanned the NIF and added it into the paperwork today. So I would say, and like I said, I did ask her and she did say yes, but I don't know if she fully understood the question.
There were times when I was in there as well that things started to get lost in translation.
Yeah.
Not bad. Like she spoke really good English. She actually made a joke whenever we entered.
Oh yeah.
You want to tell that?
That she didn't speak English.
Yeah. So I went up to the guy at the front to check in, and he asked me if we had an appointment. Mm-hmm. So I said yes, and then he asked to see it. So I showed him the appointment, and he asked what our I didn't actually hand him the papers. I just kind of like put them up against the glass. He wasn't going to touch anything. And then he asked me in Portuguese what I thought was, what's your number? Mm-hmm. But it was actually, what's your name? Because it was really difficult to hear. But anyways, long story short, he switched to English. And then this lady walked up and saw the three of us already inside because a bunch of people are waiting outside. And then Kalie was like, do you speak English? And she said, no, I don't speak English, but said it like that. English. Like, no, I don't speak English. We're like, funny.
See, because really quickly what happened is people were waiting outside, and we got there a few minutes early before our appointment. Mm-hmm. And she called someone outside, but then saw that we were there for our appointments. And she actually asked the guy who she had called if it was okay if she instead took us because of the baby. And it wasn't raining. It wasn't really cold, but the weather wasn't great. So I think that it was actually really nice. We didn't have to wait at all. They took us because of the baby. So I kind of saw the interaction. But then when she started speaking to me, she spoke in Portuguese. And of course, I had no idea what she was saying. So then I asked her in Portuguese if she spoke English. And that's when she replied in English that she didn't speak much. And I was like, Sure.
We laughed.
She spoke
nice really well.
Okay, so let's get to the documents because I know that that's a big question for everyone. So if you guys saw the little short video that we put out today, I just said that we printed off a bunch of stuff because I could not find anywhere on their website or anything that said what you should actually bring. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell us anything when we got our visas, nothing. So I just printed off a bunch of stuff and was like, let's go with it. We did not need copies of our passports. We needed our passports, of course, but not copies. She didn't use those. Actually, they have to scan everything. So she scanned all of that stuff. So
they scan, they don't print it. They scan it, they put it into an electronic folder, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then that's kind of your folder and it goes around with you.
Right. So even all the stuff that we printed off, they gave back most of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why not all of it, but okay. So we didn't need copies of our passports. We needed proof of our health insurance. We needed proof of our housing, our accommodations. We needed we didn't actually need pay stubs from work, but we needed banking stuff. So I printed off the last 3 statements from our U.S. bank account from one of them. Actually, I did from 2, and she only took 1. I think that she just saw that the funds in the 1 was sufficient, so we didn't need the other one. But they definitely wanted the information from the Portuguese one. So for us, it was kind of difficult because we opened it up in December when we finally got our Nifs, and you had to put 250 euros in. We put like 280. So when that bank statement came through, it was at 280 euros. And then in January, at the beginning of the year, we put all like the big amount of money that you have to put in there.
Yeah, the big transfer we sent over. You guys have probably seen the TransferWise video that we did.
Yeah.
They were the ones that we used to move the money. If you haven't seen that, we'll put that in the link in the description below after this closes, and you guys can check that out. Yeah. They saved us some money.
Yeah, we definitely saved money doing it that way. So we did it at the beginning of January, also for like tax stuff, which we talk about in that video too. So the statement, since today's the 28th, the statement comes out on like the 30th or 31st. So we didn't have actually an updated bank statement from our Portuguese bank account, which we're using Millennium. So because of that, we just pulled up the app and we showed her we have this, but we don't have an updated statement because it's not ready yet. So what we did is we just screenshot the transactions and then emailed it to her.
Yeah, I just took a bunch of screenshots on my phone and then I asked her for her email address. And she told me in Portuguese, and she was very impressed that I was able to understand all of it without her having to write it down. Kalie was impressed.
Yeah.
And then I just sent it off and it worked.
And that was sufficient. So I think if you do have bank statements from your Portuguese bank account, that would be the best thing. Or if you can just print off or screenshot any type of transactions to show that you've been using it and that you have a big chunk of money in there. So it seemed like the chunk of money that we had in the bank here and then from the US was sufficient.
Do you still need to name documents?
There's still more.
Pause. Real quick. So Tina Marie Yusuf, thank you so much. She said that she's going to watch later. Congratulations. We appreciate it. Lindy, we love you. Thank you so much. Hello. Dan, thank you for being socially distanced here
front row seat.
And in the front row all at the same time. We appreciate it. Belinda, thank you so much. Hello. Hello. Gary K has a question. So we'll pause there, go back.
Okay. So then on the website, and I'll put this link below, I found a document that said it was for residency, the SEF. So we filled that out. I'm not 100% sure she used it. She took it. She didn't give it back, but I don't remember seeing her scan it.
No, she asked us to sign it. That was the thing that we signed.
That's true. We did sign it.
So we signed it whenever we got in there. I was still in there at this point before I got kicked out. And it wasn't because, it was fussy.
It was COVID. Yeah, numbers.
Yeah. So basically, long story short, she took a look at what we had filled in, and it was basically the top half. And then we didn't know if we needed to sign it in front of her, so we just left it blank. And then as soon as she read the document, she's like, you need to sign here. So we signed. That's
true. So we did need that document. I will put that link in the description below. We need that. And then there were also 2 other documents that she gave us that we had to fill out. So all 3 of us had our own one, and then we had a specific one that was for the baby. So I would say it wasn't a big deal that we didn't come without that, because she just she printed it out and gave it to us and said, we need this as well. And it was really all the same information. Your address here, your name, your passport info, all of the documents were pretty much the same. Let me see. I made a quick little note here.
Okay. So while you're looking at that, I will continue. Don't get out of breath, talking too fast.
I know, it's a lot.
If our energy level seems a little low, we're not normally this low of energy level. Valencia is in a very soft sleep right now, so we're hoping that she stays asleep. Okay, Gary K, was it important to them to see bank information with X amount of money in it? All right, we didn't really get into a big conversation with them about the money that they needed. However, I can say that they did take a look at both of our bank accounts and honestly threw out one of them straight away. I was like, yeah, don't need this. And that it's for Expats Everywhere, for like the company account, because I'm officially just doing Expats Everywhere. So that's my main source of income, although not even much, but it works for Portugal. Yes, so that happened. Now, full transparency, we have around 12,000 euros in our Millennium account. We moved that over because we knew that, we had heard that they wanted to see a full year's worth of money, and that being the minimum Portuguese salary times 12, it might be times 14. We're not sure about that because in Portugal, people are paid 14 salaries. If you're hearing a whining noise, it's the dog. We can't win with kids and dogs. Okay. So what we're looking at is 665 times 12. And then for an adult or dependent, whatever, spouse, you're looking at half of that 665, yeah. And then 30% per child. So we looked at it and we were like, okay, did a little math, boom, this is what we need to transfer over. The account's a little under that number right now.
That didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Between the Millennium account and the BOA, our Bank of America account in the US, no questions were asked.
Yeah, they didn't even ask about the amount. I think they just wanted to see like that there was a big chunk, maybe not, it didn't need to be an exact number, and that we were using it. So
the dog's drinking water now.
Yeah. So I would say you probably want to have more than, I mean, if you're by yourself, you don't want to just have like 1,000 in there. You probably want to have a decent amount, but it doesn't have to be exact. And then just proof of your other stuff. So if you're retired and you're getting a pension, have that stuff. If you've got investments, I would bring those as well. We didn't actually bring anything that was investment, but we had a good chunk in our
The more
account.
financials that you can show, the better.
Yeah, because she did sift through that stuff.
Yes, she looked through it all, handed some stuff back, scanned the other stuff. Let's keep rolling. Lindy and Belinda are having a little chat. That's awesome. Love that you guys are connecting. Okay, so continue on with your portion there, and then we'll get back to the chat.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, my hand is stuck. So then I also printed off like my work contract, my pay stubs, and she eventually gave that stuff back. She looked at it, but she didn't end up scanning it. So just to make everything kind of all like concise, I would say, because we've kind of been all over the place here. I would say what you should bring is your housing contract. You definitely need that. Your health insurance, you need that. You need your passports. They scan every single page. It's very weird. They scan every single page of those. Your bank information. They want to see the Portuguese bank. So you want to have that opened and you want to have money in it. Which
right now you're going to have to do anyways to get your visa to even come to Portugal.
So definitely have that. The exact amount didn't seem to be an issue. We were close-ish, but actually we did that on purpose. We put a big chunk in and we knew that we were a little short with the three of us. We wanted to see if it would work because we could obviously transfer the money in. But so that didn't seem to be an issue because we showed the bank account here and then the bank account in the US. Those were, I would say, the main things. And then of course, some other papers that you'll fill out. But I think if you show up without those, they'll just give them to you and you fill them out. And that's your address here, your name, your passport info.
They were extremely amicable. Maybe it was because of Valencia. She's very, very cute.
You get a pass with the baby.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep rolling. So next up, Rebecca, yes, you're welcome for asking. Next up will be Honeymoon Always. Honeymoon Always, you've been awesome in the comment sections. We see a lot of your comments, so thank you. Do you need to stay at the same address that you showed to get your visa?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not that we know. One thing that we did learn is we've been having a difficult time getting on the portal, the Nif portal, to register for the NHR. So that's the non-habitual resident tax scheme. And we asked the lady today, Kalie asked the lady today, and she said that we need to now use our address here. And that's going to be attached to like all of our documents moving forward, as opposed to the address that we registered with, which was our US address. Okay. Does that make sense? So
you might need that address to set some other things up. But as far as it being required for what we had today, nope. They just wanted to see the contract that we had a house.
Yep. All right. Raul, hola. Good to see you. All right. Edward Charles. Hey guys, from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Says thank you for your information. You guys are great. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. Hans, if you want to read that one.
Yep. Hello, guys. Nice to see you. Were they able to give you information on digital nomads paying taxes in Portugal on U.S. earned income? So we didn't find that out. That was the main thing with wanting to get this portal set up. So we were having issues with that. So I asked her about that. I don't think she would know that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because it's a different department. So we weren't able to find that information. But we think that once we can get into the portal, that we'll be able to get more of that information, right?
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, and I don't think you have to. As a digital nomad, I don't think you pay those taxes. And that's what this NHR is. This is you're kind of tax exempt for at least 10 years. That's why you want it, right?
Yeah, taxes end up lower taxes.
That's why you want to get this set up. So we are working on that, and we'll do some videos about that once we figure it out and we get it set up.
Yeah, we also actually want to bring in a tax specialist just to talk to them about this type of stuff. So those questions are good, and we'll put that in the community section on the channel, the community tab, before we interview that person, and you guys can ask the questions, and then we'll just ask them on your behalf.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's keep going. Trip don't fall. I like that. Trip don't fall.
That they took you first, said Rebecca. I know, it was really nice. It worked out really well.
So Trip don't fall says, this is so exciting. Thanks for sharing your whole experience in real time. Hey, we appreciate you guys being along the ride with us. Thanks for your support. It's awesome. All right, next, go ahead.
Yep. George D, congrats, Josh, Kalie, and Sia. From your experience, what process was more difficult to obtain, the NIF or the SEF?
Hands down, NIF.
Yeah,
I mean, the SEF, it was just
easy.
waiting. It was just waiting for the appointment to happen.
Yeah.
But like once we got there, things just started rolling. And what we've heard about a NIF in the past, like when you actually could go into the offices, is you'd pull a number and just be waiting in the office for hours. And then you get your NIF then. But with the SEF appointment, it was super easy. It took us 3 months to get our appointment, or that's the lag time between when we got our visas, they gave us the appointment, and then it was 3 months after we arrived here. So
yeah, that's something good to know for those of you who haven't gone through the whole process yet, is you don't get to pick your appointment or anything. That's
a good thing.
Yeah, they just give it to you. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But I have heard from others. I mean, obviously we're in Porto, and so our appointment was in Porto. But I do know of someone who he said that they're going to be living in Braga, but they got their appointment for Lisbon, so they'll have to go down in a few months. Yeah,
we know someone else who got their appointment, and then we got our first super chat. Woohoo!
All right.
So we'll jump to the super chat. But let me finish this story. But we did get our first, or we talked to someone who arrived after us and had their appointment before us.
Yeah. In Lisbon. I think there's just more availabilities there, but let's do
honeymoon always.
Thanks for answering my question. Will this cover some coffee and a pastel de nata?
100%. It'll cover a coffee and a pastel de nata. Well, actually for both of us. However, depends on how fancy the coffee is. However, we can't really do coffees right now.
You can't get coffee takeaway right now. Yeah, with the lockdown.
Yeah.
It's weird
about that.
But you can get pastels though. Josh got one yesterday.
I did.
I'm still slow going on it.
It was good.
From that video.
It was really good actually. It was a little pricey from an unassuming place.
$1.20 or €1. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But yeah, thank you. I mean, I love the coffee, so
yeah. We appreciate that super chat. That's awesome. Okay, so we're back down here.
Well, I do want to say something about the NIF and the SEF thing. So
do it.
Yeah. So the process right now is because you have to get it in the States. I think what's been frustrating for people is that they're trying to hire someone. And we know that people who have talked to lawyers, relocation companies, and there's prices all over the place.
Yep.
Some are saying here's a monthly rate, which for me, I think that's a bit weird because then you don't know if they're actually working very fast or what. It shouldn't be monthly. It should be like a set.
Yeah. Rate. It's because they're tied to your number, for tax purposes until you get here and then you're off.
Yeah. So we've just been hearing all different types of numbers. So I think that is maybe a little more stressful now for you guys. I mean, for us doing the NIF, it was a little different because we could do it when we were here. And the SEF thing was just time consuming with all the paperwork, the documents.
Scanning.
Yeah. But the NIF thing, that's another thing too, that we're actually getting ready to put out a video, do an interview with an affiliation that we made of someone who is helping with Nifs, an American couple who lives here.
Another super chat.
Whoop, whoop.
Honeymoon again.
Okay, hold on 1 second. An American couple who lives here who has
another super chat.
Who has seen,
we got super chats competing.
Who has seen the need for the Nifs, and they have pretty much done all the legwork for you, working with the lawyers. And so the company is called Border, BORDR, and we'll have the information below. But if you use the Expats Everywhere, you get $10 off.
Yep.
So check them out and we'll get more information about that. But it could be an easier and more reliable way to get your NIF.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump down to the super chats.
Keep it up.
Okay, so we have
honeymoon. Wait.
Oh, wait. What happened?
I think that was thanks. That was the same one.
That was the same one. Okay. Weird. Okay. Sandra.
Keep it up.
We appreciate it.
The exercising.
I like that. That's awesome. That's a good
funny.
one. Okay. So yeah, we appreciate those super chats.
All.
I think that we actually have we've got Sandra's question in line right here. Right? That's it. Okay. Here we go. Sandra. So how much money does one have to have in their Portuguese bank account?
This is the $1 million question. I can answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've been asked this a lot, actually. So there is an equation that they use right now, currently starting in 2021. The minimum wage is 665 euros a month. So you take that as your base, and you're supposed to times that by 12. So you're supposed to have a year's worth of minimum wage in your bank account, and that is for a single person.
We technically don't know if it's 12 or 14, but anyways.
Yeah, 12 or 14. So you take that if you're a single person. Then if your spouse is with you.
Do the calculation. Go ahead.
Yeah. If your spouse is with you, then you take 50% of that. Okay. So Josh will do that math. Then if you have dependents, you take 30% of that. So for us, since there's 3 of us, we had, for example, 665 times 12 is, are you doing that? No.
Oh, no. All right, you want to go
665 times 12
equals
7,980. So 7,980 euros for a single person. Then 50% of that for the spouse for the year. We'll do 12 months. Is 3,990. So total that.
Oh, you're going to make me do that.
He does math differently than I do.
So 12 times 665 times 1.5. There we go.
11,970. Then Valencia was 30% of that.
Yeah.
So
665. We're dead air right now. Man.
I know.
We're dead air.
You're the one who wanted to do the math. I don't know.
I didn't want to do it like this.
Okay.
But keep going.
Anyway, so that was the amount that we actually had less than that. Than whatever this number is going to be, because I remember saying like a few like a week ago, we need to put more money in, and then we decided let's just not and see what happens.
I mean, we're roughly looking at like over 15,000 euros.
Yeah,
but we didn't have that.
We didn't have that in there.
We had a little under 13,000.
Yeah. So what we'll do is that is online, that equation. So we will put that link in the description below as well, so you can see that.
I want to jump to Raul's question. Raul, have you coordinated the opening? Where did it go? It just jumped.
Is that another super chat?
I don't know. Is that another super chat? If it is super chat. Raul's question. Sorry, guys. Have you coordinated the opening of bank account in Portugal from the U.S.? We're close to that. Whoa! We've got so many super chats coming in. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so have we? Yes, we are. We'll let you know in a couple weeks, because we've connected somebody on our Patreon account with the bank that we use, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it. If not, Border is working on that connection as well. So one of two ways will get you covered. Okay?
Yeah. So Border might end up they can do the Nifs now. They're working on the bank account side of it. Yeah. But yeah, we will keep you posted on that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's jump to these super chats. Okay. Crazy. All right.
Mario Finch.
Mario. Okay. Go ahead.
Don't know how I would navigate this process without y'all. Make sure and see some more strawberries.
We will. We'll get some more strawberries.
I always buy strawberries because I like strawberries. So, when I chop them, little for her, little for me.
We will get Sia some more strawberries. All right.
Lindy.
Hey.
How much do you need in your bank account? Okay. So that was kind of something we just rambled on about. But for a single person, Lindy, it's just under 8,000. It's that equation that you should do. And then bring your bank account info from the States and everything too. But yeah, we'll put that link in the description below so that you guys can figure out the math for yourselves depending on your family situation.
Marlis. What is up, Marlis? With the 20 spot. My goodness. And he's not actually said a question. Marlis, thank you.
Things must be good in California.
Marlis is a super fan. We love that guy. He's all over our social medias. Yeah. Have great chats with him. Great dude. Appreciate it, Marlis. Thank you.
Okay. Have we gotten all of them?
I don't know. There's just so many. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Got him. Okay.
Got him. Sweet. Okay. This is like really our first time doing super chat.
Yeah.
And we're really grateful that you guys want to get involved with it. Shall we keep rolling?
Yep. Let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going. So we've got David. Okay, so we've answered David's question.
The money
okay,
thing.
weave the story. Congrats, guys. We appreciate it. Just wondering if you guys are on a D7 or a D2 visa.
D7.
D7.
D2, and we were a little confused about this at first too, and
very.
I asked VFS about it. D2 is for entrepreneurship. So if you're planning on coming here and then eventually starting a business. D7 is all like remote work, digital work, or retiree living off a pension. So living off of individual mean is the D7. D2 is hopes of opening a business.
Yep. All right, now we have consume honey. I like to consume honey. She doesn't like honey.
I don't like
love
honey.
it.
Sorry, guys.
Just logging in. Greetings from sunny Puerto Rico.
That must be nice. It's raining.
That's one of the places
here.
We haven't been.
I know.
We've been to over 80 countries and have not been to Puerto Rico. Yeah. We need to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
keep
on
rolling. The list.
Yep.
We've just been so far from it being in Asia for so long.
Yep. Thanks for saying hey.
Yeah.
Leto Zima. Congrats, guys. Thank you so much. Do they require to show 6 months or 1 year rental agreement?
So she didn't actually take a very good look at the housing agreement. So I thought that was interesting because I looked, because that was one of the big questions, because you can get your visa with the 6 month, but then we were told it's the 1 year. So they scan all the information and they put it in. We ended up working out a deal with who we're staying with to change it to a 1 year. So we were covered for that, but they did not actually look. So
oh, my hair.
I think it's probably safer to do the 1 year thing. However, I don't think I ever saw that anywhere in my research online that it needed to be 1 year. We were told by a relocation company, the one that helped us get the POA when we did our Nifs. That's what they said, but it didn't seem to be an issue.
No. We've heard some people have been asked and other people haven't, so we don't really have an answer for that. So I would say err on the side of caution and get some agreement. That'll be a year. We do have a connection with that.
I was going to say, but especially right now, since things are a little tough here with people coming in, get a clause put in there that after however long, 3 months, 6 months, you are able to sever the contract with no financial implications.
Yep.
And I think that you can definitely have that clause right now that they'll put that in there. So I would say get the 12-month one, but then get something in there that you don't have to stay there 12 months if you don't want to.
Smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
Oh, and yeah, like Josh said, we do have connections for renting and buying. So if you would like that, you can email us or let us know.
info@expatseverywhere.com.
Yep.
David Dawson. I like the alliteration there, DD.
Did you see that?
Oh my goodness, super chat.
Another one.
Let's quickly get to David Dawson, then jump there. Okay. So congrats on your SEF. Thank you so much. Are there still lockdown restrictions in place in Porto? Yes.
Yeah. So until February 5th, it's the strictest it's been since last March. Everything is takeaway. And we're on a stay-at-home order. You're supposed to only go out for essential stuff. You have to wear a mask outside. Yeah. Shops are closed. Only essential places are open. So grocery stores and restaurants, but like clothing shops, they're closed right now for 2 weeks until they reevaluate. Yeah. Till the 5th at least.
Edris D.
Edris,
thank you so much. Not even a question, but just throwing in a massive super chat. I mean, how many pastels is that? That's gonna be a good 15,
I will not do
18.
A video with that.
that'll be a couple francesinhas though.
Yeah.
When those open back up.
Yeah. I want to do that challenge. I like the francesinhas, but
everything's
closed right now.
Marlis, are you going crazy with the super chats? Like there's just so many super chats here. What is happening?
Of them.
Like, are we reading that the wrong way?
I don't know. I don't really know how it works.
Thank you. Kenrud in the house. This guy he's Brazilian, so you need to be speaking some Portuguese up in here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep rolling. We've got a lot of people talking to us. So Leto asks, was your health insurance through Millennium Bank? People have used Millennium Bank for their health insurance. Here's the situation with our health insurance. We did not expect COVID to be knocking on this long and preventing people from traveling. So we got a health insurance that through Insured Nomads that would allow us to be covered virtually anywhere we went, apart from the US. And I think there were like 1 or 2 other countries that are quite expensive to be covered in, that it wouldn't cover us. So essentially it was going to be health insurance and replace the need for travel insurance, right? It's much cheaper to get here and get on a different insurance, get on a more local insurance. I mean, I think I've heard some people paying like $50 per month for Millennium Bank's insurance. So,
but you do need to get your
shout.
visa. So you do need you do need to have health insurance just to obtain the D7 visa. And the website has the information for that. The main thing you have to prove is repatriation. That you have that. We went through Insured Nomads, and they've got really good customer service.
Yeah, they're good people, and we got a link in the description section below because we believe in their philanthropic approach to insurance. Good people. All right, let's keep rolling. Mario.
Okay, Mario, did you use a representative to prepare? I'm trying to determine if one can go through the SEF appointment process alone or if I should pay for a representative.
You can do it alone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it. Yeah.
You know, it's really funny that you asked that question because Kalie and I are putting together a course because so many people have emailed us asking for a course. And it's like, fine, we're going to do it. But you don't need one. You can just literally watch the steps of our videos before and some of the ones after. Most of the stuff before will definitely get you here, and then a few things will help with the lead up to the SEF appointment. But you can do this on your own. The Nif thing right now, impossible to do on your own because of the new requirements, and the bank thing is impossible to do fully on your own. However, we might be able to get you connected for free.
Yeah. And we're working on that stuff too. So we'll get that to you. And with the course, like we're going to put it together with action items and encouragement and everything.
That's the thing.
And it's not going to be very much. So if you did need something like that, it's not going to be like, sometimes if you get a representative, they seem to be price gouging right now. So just be careful with that. Yeah.
We're going to charge $30 for the course. And that's mainly just to hopefully make back the time that we're putting into it, because we're finding it, time consuming. But we love you guys. We want you here with us.
We thought that it would be easier to kind of put everything together too.
Yep. All in one spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Marlis, is SEF a process to get a Portuguese passport?
You can.
You can. Yeah. It's kind of your first steps. Definitely.
Okay. So that's something too that I think maybe you guys would want to know. I did ask her this. So now that the process is done, she said in about 2 weeks in the mail, we'll get our IDs and they're good for 2 years. So in about 2 years or so, we'll go back through for the renewal. And that would be, if we're renewing like that, Marlis, then we would, after, I think it's probably 5 years, after a couple of renewals, you can then apply for citizenship.
Yeah. 5 years.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's keep going. Right here.
Yeah.
Roll.
Do you think they will accept the US-based insurance that has an international cover? Yeah.
Our
United Healthcare insurance gave us a letter that they will cover on claims basis. You pay up front and file a claim.
Submit it.
They should.
They should.
Yeah, I think that would be valid insurance. Just make sure it's got repatriation in it. That was really the one thing that I saw that it had to have.
Raul, are you asking if the Millennium Bank account is interest bearing? Because maybe it is. I would doubt it. But I will say a lot of European banks have monthly fees. So that's something that most U.S. banks have gotten rid of. It's very antiquated, but still here they seem to charge monthly fees, like maintenance fees. They'll charge a couple euros or whatever a month. So just beware of that. Let's keep going. So Sandra says, "Answer my Portuguese bank." Thanks. Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. Did you guys have some time?
Some type of background check.
Well, we had that when we got our initial visas. We had to do an FBI background check. So we went to fast fingerprints. They scanned our fingers, and then we sent those off to get our FBI background check. That took about 10 days to get back, much faster than it used to be. 12 years ago when we did this to move to Spain,
months.
it was crazy. So
to South Korea.
Was that where it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one thing too is there's a form that you have to sign that allows their immigration to look into you, like to check your background. It's just a form though that you sign.
Jim, yeah, you can borrow Valencia for your SEF appointments. You can jump the line.
Oh gosh.
You know,
that's funny.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it will help. I think it will help.
Well, here's what I always tell Josh. When I was pregnant, I didn't start showing for quite a while. So I didn't really get like the whole pregnancy perk stuff for quite a while. I think once I got to like jump the bathroom, like Q. So I'm cashing in now that we got the baby because I didn't get all that pregnancy fun stuff.
Yeah, we have been able to jump a few Qs.
Yeah, we have at the grocery store and everything. Not even asking. They just come up and tell you and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Have we made sure that we're good with all the super chats?
Yes, I'm trying to manage that.
I don't know how that works. They just keep rolling on top of.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
So we're at David. We got 2 Davids back to back.
Okay. David Martins.
Yeah.
Hi, totally different question here. Do you just exchange driving license from your country to Portugal? Okay, so a lot of people have been asking us that, and since we're not planning to do it,
super chat.
Okay, hold on. Since we're not planning to do it, I haven't looked too much into it actually. But some people have said that there's some paperwork on the side before you leave, so that you don't have to do the driving tests here. This is what like these other people have told me. So it sounds like you want to look into it before you actually come here, and it'll be a much easier process to get it like transferred instead of having to come here and go through that process. Because then I think you have to do a driver's test and stuff, which is more of a pain. So look into it before you leave. The other option, a temporary thing, is your international permit, but that only lasts for a year, I think. We've gotten that when we've traveled.
Right?
Yeah, and you do that through AAA. So if you want it on a short-term basis, you can go through AAA, and that's super easy. You can do all that through the mail in the States. We did that a few years ago when we were traveling to Europe. I did it all actually. We were living in Singapore, and I did it, and then my parents met us over and brought it. So look into it, though. I would try to figure it out before you come here.
All right,
but you can't just transfer that easily.
Okay. Josephine, thank you so much. She says, thank you for all the info you're sharing. We appreciate it.
I like how you read thank you twice and it says thanks.
It says thanks. Oh my goodness. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Thanks for all the info you're sharing. Yeah. I can read.
Okay.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Yeah. Let's see. How long are we going tonight?
David. We'll go 8 more minutes. David Dawson, translating the main tool.
Is Google Translate the main tool used for translating paper? Okay.
There's a lot that we're finding actually that you can find in English. True?
Yeah. It'll have it in several different
languages.
Kalie
uses me to translate stuff.
Well, also too, what we did before we came, when we needed a few things translated, we got an app. It's a paying app, but there was like a 7-day free trial, and so we just used it for that and then got rid of it because we didn't actually need it long term. So maybe find an app that you could do like just kind of like hold over and scan, and if you want to pay for it, you can, or if you get rid of it before you pay for it, that's an option.
All right, let's keep rolling through these because we've got a lot here.
We're gonna go till 45.
So Michael from Belinda's account is asking about what insurance do we have? Are we still on our travel insurance? So the question is, we were never on a travel insurance. We were on an international health insurance plan.
And there is a difference. So that's a tricky thing too.
We'll put a link in the description section below with the video of Andrew from Insured Nomads explaining that. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, because it's confusing. But yeah.
All right. After your SEF, where did it go? Oh my goodness. Something just happened. It just jumped really badly.
Because of the super
something
chats.
Just popped up. Yeah, I am so sorry, guys.
Scroll down.
I got it. Okay. So after your SEF, how many steps do you need to get your Portuguese passport? The Portuguese passport is more of a time thing. So it's more of getting to that 5-year point where then you can become citizen. And yeah. So it looks like at the next appointment in 2 years, you just have to prove that you've been in Portugal a certain amount of time, that you're using your bank account, that you're living here, not that you've just come here, gotten this, and then buggered off somewhere, which is fine because of COVID. You can't really bugger off. All right. So Sandra asks, will Kalie do another great list for Seth. Yes, Kalie will. I'll answer that for her. Kalie will. Kalie, it'll be pretty short though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Chile expat family. Hey, thanks for reaching out. We appreciate it. Chile expat family. Hello from Chile, South America.
Yeah,
cool. Rewatch, laugh. Okay.
Laugh. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. So
people probably don't even know where we're at this
Teeny
point.
Jackson. You want to read that?
Now that you've been through it all, would you recommend hiring a service to help with the process?
No.
I think we're doing all right. We're stumbling through it a little bit, but we've never been denied anything at this point, which is actually pretty good.
And we haven't had to use SIA every time, just a few.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Edward Charles, we did not get an appointment from Seth from VFS. No, have you received your visa back? Edward Charles, have you received your visa back? So have you sent your passport in? They put the visa in there and then it's come back, because that's when we got the appointment.
It doesn't come from VFS.
It doesn't come from VFS. It comes straight back from the consulate or embassy.
Portuguese consulate. Yeah.
So,
so if you,
Yeah. So that should answer your question. Ron, do they speak English? They're heading our way in March 5th. Yeah.
And,
I would.
I think if it's super technical, that's why I couldn't get some of my really super technical questions answered, but enough to where you should be fine. And depending on where you're going, maybe even Lisbon, they probably are a little better at it.
Yeah. Okay. So Rebecca.
Yes, I checked that link out for the Nifs the other day. Thank you for mentioning it again.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's a good option.
Yeah. We're going to, like Kalie said, we're going to have them on, and hopefully they'll be able to kind of explain their service a bit more, but it's quite straightforward. And they seem to get things done as fast as the finances offices will let them.
Yeah, stuff's pretty backed up now, so it's just not as fast as it used to be.
Indeed. Sorry for asking about Spain. Okay, we're not going to answer it. No, I'm just kidding. Do you have to pay taxes if you're working with an overseas company? I don't.
Like, do you have to pay
in Spain?
Yeah, you kind of need to clarify, because if you are working for a U.S. company, no matter what, you always have to file
your taxes.
Yes, you have to file. That doesn't mean you have to pay, but you will have to file. So you will, if it's a U.S. company, then you'll have to pay taxes. So if you're working for like a 1099, then you'll end up paying taxes when you file for something like that.
3 minutes left, guys. If there are any more super chats, we'll prioritize that. You don't have to. We love all that you guys have done. So awesome.
Get what we can get through. If not, we'll be here for hours.
Yes.
Okay, 14 months.
Okay, Milton says 14 months. Cool.
Okay.
I don't know if Milton is saying 14 months for the salaries, or you're going to be here in 14 months.
Either one. So maybe check into 14 months of the salary, and if not, Milton, see you in 14 months.
Okay, Leto. Go ahead.
I
sure
can also help to get a NIF. And bank account. Oh, okay. It's the name of a company. They're using pricey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is EI? I can't remember what EI is.
With an exclamation point.
I know what you're talking about. We looked at them initially whenever we were looking at moving to Portugal, and the prices were too high for us. But we've heard that they're good and they're really smooth to use. But yeah, we don't really.
We try to do it on our own.
Melinda, you are 100% right. Everybody that's on here, we got 81 people and there's only 29 likes. If you'd hit that like button, it just blessed my heart.
Can you guys see where it is? It's that little thumbs up.
It's that thumbs up.
I don't know. For
actually,
us, it's at the top.
If it's a different thumbs, like the other hand, there we go. Yeah, Kalie's got a hitchhiker thumb, by the way. Show him that. Okay, let's keep going. Marlis, again, do you guys have a credit score like us here? You know, it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like that at all. That there's a credit score like in the US.
But there is something, because when we did at the bank, we kind of talked a little bit about
46 thumbs up. Good.
We talked a little bit with our guy about mortgages, and I just emailed him today now that our SEF appointment is done, because we're going to look into mortgages. So we will find that out soon, what all that entails if you're trying to purchase. But you skipped.
Did I skip something?
There was one that was a good question before Marlis.
No. I just said I like the math. We gotta keep
going. Here, Raul. Yeah, Raul.
We haven't gotten to that yet. Oh, we did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Raul, remind us, what is the AL rental agreement? Alojamento.
Alojamento local.
Oh, alojamento local. You want to say like?
Yeah. So basically it's short to medium term rentals, and so short and medium term rentals have to be registered with the municipality, and the tax for the owner is different. This is completely backwards in my opinion, in my humble opinion, but the tax for a long-term contract is higher for the owner than a short or medium term. So that's why a lot of short and medium terms exist. And you don't want to have, and owners don't want to have long-term contracts. So it's this big catch-22, and it's kind of inflated the market. And now I'm getting off topic, and we're over 45 minutes.
Okay.
David Dawson, we missed this. David Dawson, thank you so much for your super chat. I don't know how we missed it, but we love that pair. That is
bowing
awesome.
with it. Okay, let's just double check that we haven't missed any other
super chats.
Josephine.
How did we miss David Dawson? Okay, so we're at 45 minutes, guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all your support, and that's really all I can say. Just if you're not a subscriber, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join us on this journey. And we'll see you guys next time in the next live chat.
Like our video.
See ya.
Bye.